There is a transgenerational conversation that is currently happening in Dagoretti. Our very own Kamche Menza is currently on the scene. We want to get a feel of the conversations that are happening in that particular area. Remember, the second edition of the transgenerational conversation will be held officially in the capital on a Thursday from 7:30 all the way to 9 p.m. Of course, touching on the youth of this particular country and bridging the gap between the generations. Let's get to see more from our very own. Time for us. Tell us what is happening.
Well, Hashim, like you said, today the National Cohesion and Integration Commission has pitched camp in Kawangware, Dagoretti South, to be specific, and has brought on board members or residents of the members of the public or residents within Kawangware to be able to engage on matters governance and matters security and peace across the country, and also issues that are affecting the different generations. Remember, this is under the transgenerational conversation, and this is sort of like a mini forum. Remember, the county level forum will be held on Thursday, but from yesterday, today and tomorrow, they have been holding the mini forums at the informal settlements level, and those are the areas that they have been targeting. We shall be joined a bit later by Millicent Okach, but right now I just want to remind the public that this is a transgenerational conversation that the NCIC has or rather is conducting in partnership with KOICA, that is the Korean International Cooperation Agency, in partnership with UNDP, and of course this is a program that is going to be carried out countrywide. But for now, allow me to bring on board Millicent Okach to be able to, give an overview of what exactly is happening. Why have they chosen the informal settlements, and basically what are they planning to achieve? Karibu sana, Millicent. Maybe to start us off, what are you planning to achieve by this?
We are planning to achieve by turning violent protest into meaningful engagement, and more specifically, while we are in informal settlements, they are densely populated. They target the most vulnerable of communities, and also for the citizens in this country. And so in the run-up to protest by Gen Z, NCIC, as we are charged with the mandate to ensure that we hold the nation together, we thought it wise to develop a framework on transgenerational conversation, which we have been rolling out since 2024, and we carry on with it to date. And currently we are targeting informal settlement, and for the Nairobi, we are holding a conversation in the informal settlement in the run-up to a grand national forum, which will be happening on Thursday. And our main purpose is to offer platform where the youth and the other generation are able to engage meaningfully, not in confrontation, not in abuse, but they are able to identify issues that affect them and also profile solutions, which according to them, if implemented, then should be able to transform from protest to meaningful engagements.
You spoke about the informal settlements. We understand if we talk about protest or violence, then those are some of the areas that are highly affected. And residents there, some of the residents still have wounds. How is this conversation planning to go about that?
Some of the wounds, yes, they are deep, and we understand that they cannot be healed in one session. And so we plan to hold other sessions post this, and also to partner with other institutions to come and offer psychological support, because some of the people we are engaging here were directly affected. They lost loved ones. They were assaulted in the midst of the violent protest, and so it will be necessary for some psychological support, and also to just have some form of national healing. Yes, and we know that this cannot be done by NCIC alone, and other stakeholders must also come on board. And so in the session here today, we have religious leaders, and the youth and the other generations are really asking hard questions why they allow leaders to abuse the platforms where they are supposed to seek refuge, where they are supposed to seek solution when nothing else is working. And all we know how issues of religion are very sentimental to this society. So we intend to have follow-up engagements post this, and also in the run-up to 2027 general elections. So we are not starting late, but we are starting early. Elections are about 2.5 years to come, but we will continue with these conversations as we also bring other stakeholders on board.
One of the issues, maybe to my last question, one of the issues has been regarding tokenism that the leaders have been doing. How do you interpret this, and how is NCIC going about this thing in terms of addressing this whole issue?
Of course, a lot of issues have arisen around tokenism and how leaders abuse their position by offering incentives so as to maim the citizen, not to hard questions. But the Gen Zs here, they're saying that they will no longer take that. They are ready to ask the leaders accountability in terms of the resources they have been given, in terms of their manifesto, what they said they would do. And so they really want to see results, and they'll no longer settle for less in the form of small position in the form of whatever tokenism that they might be able to provide.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Millicent, as I let you to go back to the conversation. Abdi Aziz Hashim, you had it from the Director of Research and Knowledge Department, that is from the NCIC, just giving us an overview of what exactly is happening here. I remember this Thursday, the Nairobi County will be holding the county-wide transgenerational conversation. This is just a mini forum, but on Thursday that will be happening from the county level. So that's it from here. Back to you in studio, Abdi Aziz.